Hello and welcome back to Food and Travel by Slim. In this video guys, I am bringing you 5 fish recipes that you will absolutely love. They are all made Jamaican style. Guys, once you try these recipes, if you have not tried them before, you will be absolutely obsessed. These are easy fish recipe that you can do for the family any day of the week. Guys, sit back, enjoy, and you will absolutely love watching this fish recipe. Stay tuned. To prepare the sweet and sour sauce, I'm going to combine my ingredients in this pan. I've added some orange juice, I'm adding some ketchup, and I'll be adding some vinegar, lemon juice, pineapple juice, sugar, oyster sauce, a little bit of salt, honey, and some cornstarch just to make the sauce very thick and rich. I'm going to be giving this a good stir, and once it comes together nicely, then I will remove it from the flame and set it aside. Guys, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button to support this channel. Also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we drop these videos. Thank you so much. Also, let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. Let me know if this is how you prepare your sweet and sour fish. Let me know if there are any tips that you would add to this recipe. And guys, all the measurements that I am using will be in the description, but of course you don't have to follow everything to the T. I'm sure you will make adjustments where necessary and according to your taste. Okay, now the sauce is ready. You can see how thick and rich it is. Not too thick, but still fluid. And now for the fish, I have 2 reasonable sized snapper. I have washed them with some lime and some salt and a little bit of vinegar, and I've scored them. And now I'm taking a very important step to dry these fish. If not, they will fall apart once you put them in the oil. So I'm going to be seasoning them with some salt, black pepper, and some allspice, and I'm making sure to massage all these spices inside out of the fish just to make sure they are very flavorful. So now I'm going to fry these fish, and I have this pan with some olive oil on medium heat. I'm using some hot Scotch bonnet pepper and some fresh garlic just for added flavor to the oil. And then once I put these fish in the oil, it's going to really soak up all these flavors from the spices. Guys, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can continue to receive more delicious recipes like these. I'm going to be allowing the fish to fry on both sides, and then I'm going to remove them from the flame and go ahead and prepare the veggies to complete the dish. While the fish is draining, I'm going ahead to prepare the veggies. I'm using some onions, some bell peppers, carrot, chopped pine slices, hot Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh garlic, fresh thyme, fresh ginger, allspice, blended green seasoning, some homemade all-purpose seasoning, and all the specifications they are in the description. Now I'm going to go ahead and complete the sweet and sour fish. So in this pan on medium heat, I've added a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going ahead now to add my veggies to the pan. I've added some carrots and some chopped garlic. I'll be adding some chopped onions, fresh ginger, chopped bell peppers, fresh thyme, hot Scotch bonnet pepper, some allspice, blended green seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, chopped pineapples, sweet and sour sauce, and everything is in the description. To show that you're enjoying this recipe, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this recipe, and guys, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so I can continue to bring you more delicious recipes like these. I thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going ahead now to give these veggies a good stir, just to make sure that they are sauteed and that they are at least, you know, halfway cooked before I go ahead and add the sweet and sour sauce. And by the time I do that and everything comes together, then the veggies will be perfectly cooked. I didn't want the veggies to be overcooked. So now I'm adding the fish, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cover them with this very good, sweet smelling, delicious sauce. Once I'm done here, I'm gonna cover this and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then the sweet and sour fish will be ready. So here it is, guys. The sweet and sour fish is ready. All the veggies are perfectly cooked. The fish is perfectly fried. It has been seasoned with all the right spices, and the gravy is so rich and tasty. Now it's time to enjoy this sweet and sour fish. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the notification bell. Here in this bowl I have about 3 snappers, and I have some seasoning which I'll be using to season these. I have 1 teaspoon seasoned salt, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoon black pepper, and 1 tablespoon all-purpose seasoning. Now here are the snappers. I have washed them with some lime and vinegar. I have scaled them properly and scored them so that the seasoning can penetrate them. I have cleaned it up really well, and now I'm gonna be mixing all these spices together, which I'll be using to season each snapper. Now here are the main ingredients that I'll be using: tomato, onion, carrot, squash, some cock soup just for the flavor. I won't be using the noodles, and spring onion, thyme, fresh thyme, 2 hot peppers, Irish garlic, some pimento seeds, butter, I'll also be using some coconut milk. That is gonna give it that rich, creamy taste. And I'll be using some water crackers, and that is what will be paired with the fish. And of course I'll be throwing in some okras. So here are the veggies and the other seasonings that I have prepped, and now it's go time to start preparing the steamed fish. To this pan on medium heat, I am adding some coconut oil, and this is gonna give the steamed fish a very nice aroma. I'm adding the vegetables, starting with the onions, just gonna gradually add all the other veggies. I've added the tomatoes and I'm just giving that a quick stir, and then I'm gonna be adding the vegetables that take a little time to cook. I'm just adding those first, the carrots and the Irish and the squash. So I'm basically adding in everything right now, all the veggies, and I'm gonna let them saute for maybe 5 minutes. Adding 1 hot pepper, and then I'm adding the pimento seeds and the crushed garlic. Just adding a little bit more of the coconut oil because I don't want the veggies to burn. And then just adding the remainder of the mixed spices that I used to season the snapper. And just 1 teaspoon ginger powder and 1 teaspoon all-purpose seasoning. I'm just gonna cover this and allow it to simmer for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, this is what it looks like, and the veggies have not been cooked yet, so I'm just gonna add some coconut milk there and add some water, fresh thyme, and I did keep the bell peppers for this time because I didn't want them to, you know, overcook. And so all of this is gonna, you know, come together. I'm adding a piece of butter for extra flavor, and then I'm adding some cock soup just for the flavor. You know, I don't want the noodles, I just want the seasoning from that. So that is why I've strained that off. And look at this, very nice aromas flowing from this because of the coconut milk and the cock soup. And now I'm adding the chopped okras, and then I'm just giving this a stir. Everything looks very nice, it's very flavorful. All the aromas coming from this pan is unbelievable. I've added some black pepper, I'm adding a little bit of seasoning salt just to elevate the taste. And then look at this, I'm just gonna allow this to cook for maybe about 5 more minutes, just that the veggies are cooked properly. And now after 5 minutes, everything looks tender, and so I'm gonna just give it a stir just to make sure that everything is cooked. Now that the veggies are cooked, I'm adding the fish and allow that to cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes have passed, the fish, they look, you know, like they're halfway or 3/4 of the way cooked. So I am just making sure that everything gets covered with the juice, and then I'm going in to add the water crackers, and then I'm just gonna cover this and allow it to simmer for about 5 more minutes. To support this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're enjoying this recipe so far, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comment section if you enjoy this recipe and if this is the way you prepare your steamed fish and crackers with okra. Now after 15 to 20 minutes of cooking, the steamed fish and crackers with okras, it's all ready. I'm just going ahead now to cover the crackers and the fish and with all this rich, spicy, delicious juice. And look at it, it's ready to go. You can serve this for lunch, you can serve it for dinner. This is so beautiful, so nutritious. I believe this is something you can prepare, 15 to 20 minutes time, on a busy weekday. You can't go wrong with doing steamed fish and crackers. Please go ahead and support this channel by hitting the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you can be the first to be notified when we drop more videos like these. Also, let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if there are any dishes you would like me to prepare here on this channel. Here we have some big, nice, clean snappers. They have been scaled and gutted. And now we're just going to be washing them off with some vinegar and some lemon juice. And that is going to deactivate the rawness and offset the flavors in the fish. Now to make these more manageable, we're going to be cutting these fishes into smaller pieces just before we fry them. And guys, please go ahead and support this channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified once we drop new videos. Now we're taking a very important step to dry the fish just before you apply the seasoning, because if you put the wet fish in the oil, then it's gonna be a problem. The fish will fall apart even before frying. To add some extra flavors to the fish, we are going to be seasoning with salt, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and allspice powder. Right now we're scoring the fish, and that's going to be very important in allowing the fish to absorb all the flavors from the spices. In this pan on medium heat, we're adding some olive oil, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh ginger, garlic cloves, and some allspice. Now this part of it is optional, but if you want to really ignite the flavors from all these spices and allow them to seep into the fish as they fry into the oil to give that long lasting flavor. Then you can go ahead and do this. Okay, now is the time for the most exciting part of this dish, the Escovitch sauce. So in this pan we have added some vinegar, and now we're adding the julienne carrots. We're going to be adding some chopped onion, some fresh ginger, some fresh thyme, scotch bonnet pepper, cinnamon, some sugar, some coconut oil, and a little bit of salt to balance out the sugar. Also going to be adding some bell pepper, which is optional, but I'm going to save those for the very end because I want to preserve the flavor. And guys, once again, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button because that's the best way to support this channel. Also give this video a like to show that you are enjoying this recipe. Now guys, look at the Escovitch fish. They are ready, so colorful, and it is very tasty. Also very easy step-by-step recipe that you can try this Easter. You can serve it with fried plantain festival. You can have your Easter bun also on the side. If you enjoyed this recipe, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and guys, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please go ahead and support this channel so that we can continue to bring you more delicious recipes like these. So I have this 2.5 pound snapper. I have gutted it, scaled it, removed all the fins, and washed it with some lime and vinegar. Now I'm going ahead to score it to allow the season to seep in these crevices. So I'm going ahead now to use my homemade fish seasoning, which is made of salt, black pepper, and allspice. I'm just getting this all into the crevice to allow the fish to soak up all this flavor, and the fish is gonna be so flavorful. While this marinates, I'm gonna make the stuffing for the fish, and to do so I'm using some chopped onions, some okras, chopped bell peppers, hot pepper, chopped garlic, tomatoes, fresh thyme, carrots, and some chopped callaloo. You can also use the canned callaloo instead if you don't have fresh callaloo. So in this pan on medium heat, I have some coconut oil, and this is where I'll be cooking up the stuffing for my oven roast fish. So I'll be adding all the veggies to this pan. Now I've added the carrots and I'm adding the onions, just giving it a quick stir with some fresh chopped garlic. And now I've added the chopped okras, and I am doing this basically on I eat. Now I've added the bell peppers, the fresh thyme, the tomatoes, and I'm just gonna stir fry this. I am doing it on I eat because I don't want the veggies to sag. I'm adding some cock soup just for the flavor, not the noodles, just the seasoning, and I've added the freshly chopped callaloo. I'm adding some butter for extra flavor. Butter makes it better, and I'm just giving this a little stir. You can add salt to taste. And here the veggies are coming together nicely. Now you can see that it's ready. Now I am adding some butter to this sheet of file paper. I have made it big enough to hold this size fish, and I'm just covering up this with some butter, and it's gonna give the fish a nice buttery smooth flavor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to receive more delicious recipes like these. I thank you so much. So all I am doing here is now to add the stuffing that I prepare on the stovetop to the fish, and I've added some butter to make it extra flavorful. And on top of that, I'm going to add some onions, some bell pepper. I'm adding some of the tomatoes, some spring onions, some okras. I'm adding some chopped carrots, finely chopped. Adding some hot pepper, some fresh thyme. So basically I've saved back some of the veggies that I used to cook the stuffing, and I've just added some on the fish for extra flavor and to make it look so appetizing. So now I am wrapping the fish in 2 sheets of file paper and get it ready for the oven. If you would like to continue to receive more delicious recipes like these, kindly hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you can be the first to be notified when we drop these videos. So now I'm gonna put the fish in the oven, which has been preheated at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's gonna roast for about 45 minutes or whenever it is ready, because this is a bigger size fish. So now I've checked in on the fish and I have removed it from the oven because it is now ready after around 45 minutes. Now look how beautiful this is. All the veggies are perfectly cooked. All this juice is so delicious, so tasty, from the butter, the hot Scotch bonnet pepper, the allspice. Everything just tastes and looks so delicious. Now this is something you can have all on its own, any time of the day, any time of the week. So absolutely tasty and healthy and delicious. I thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, also subscribe to the channel. Okay guys, now here is the herring sprat, or what is called thread herring. You can get it to purchase in most Asian or Caribbean food store, or just in any fish market. Okay, so once you purchase the fish in a box like this, you have to do the scaling and the gutting by yourself. So chef is just scaling it and cleaning it properly, and then putting it in this basin with some lemon water, just to remove any extra rawness from the fish. And guys, chef is the one who is in the kitchen today. We usually work together in making these cooking videos, so today is the one in control. I thank everyone of my returning subscribers and viewers, and if you're here for the first time, kindly subscribe if you're interested in more contents like these. So guys, chef actually corrected me. I think the fish came gutted already, but of course you still have to go over it and remove any excess thing from the gut, and you have to make sure that you remove all those very fine scale. So that didn't take too long, so chef is just going ahead now to rinse the fish and make them nice and clean. Alright, so now it's time to season the fish, and in this bottle we have some homemade fish seasoning where we combine some pimento or allspice and some black pepper and some salt. Just very simple and easy. You know, once you introduce too much seasoning into frying the fish, then the fish begins to burn very easily. So just these very simple spices for our homemade fish seasoning. And yes guys, we're taking an important step to dry the fish, because you know, if the oil is not hot enough and you put the fish with the water, then you know it might start falling apart. So this is a very important step to dry the fish first before you introduce it in the hot oil. Guys, if you're here for the first time and you're interested in how to, you know, ideas how to make very economical dishes, maybe cooking with the family, maybe you know, places that you can travel for family outings or vacation, this is what we do on this channel. So if you're interested in contents like these, please go ahead and hit the subscription button for free, and also hit the notification bell that you can be one of the first to be notified when we upload these videos. Also guys, please don't be afraid to leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know if you know how you enjoy these contents. Give us your own ideas on how you do things. Like let us know if you prepare herring sprat. Let us know if this is a new type of fish or dish for you. Just don't be shy. Please go ahead and connect with us in the comment section. Okay, it's time now to fry the fish. So we have added some oil to the pot, which is on medium heat, just enough oil to cover the fish, and we're adding some pimento seeds and some sliced fresh ginger, you know, just to add a little extra flavor to the fish. And I think we have added some fresh garlic cloves, and we have added 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. This is gonna really boost the flavor, turn up the flavors in the fish. And so we let it fry until, you know, it's firm on both sides. You know, some people like their fish a little bit crispier than some, so I won't give how much time to fry on each side, and you know, you will determine based on the level of crispiness that you like. And if you notice guys, we have a tray here that we're putting the fish on, that is gonna allow the excess oil to drain from the fish in the bottom of the tray. And we have covered it with this mesh to keep the oil from spilling all over the place. So you know, it's just a technique that you can try if you don't already do this in your kitchen. Okay, so here it is guys, everything is fried, crispy and dry and looking good. It's ready to eat. But guys, before we do that, we're just gonna prepare a pickle for the fish. We're cutting up some bell peppers, 1 onion, 1.5 carrot, and we have 2 Scotch bonnet peppers that we'll be using to flavoring the sauce. You know, once you put this on the fish, it's gonna make it so tasty, so spicy, you know, and we'll be letting you know the other ingredients that we'll be using in the sauce. Once you make this sauce for the fish, you can just pour it on top of the fish, and you don't even have to put it in the refrigerator for a couple of days. You can just leave it out on the counter, because the sauce you know, will be preserved with the vinegar that we'll be using. Okay guys, and now to make the sauce, we're using 1 cup of vinegar. We're adding slices of Scotch bonnet pepper, some fresh sliced ginger, some pimento seeds, and the julienne carrots, guys, all measurements will be in the description. We're adding, you know, a little bit of coconut oil for some extra natural and fruity flavor, and it's gonna give off a very nice smelling, delicious tasting aroma. We're adding 2 sticks of cinnamon, and that also is gonna give off a very nice aroma. So we just saute this a little bit in the vinegar and the oil. Alright, so we're adding some chopped onions and some chopped bell peppers. You know, these make the fish, you know, the dish so colorful and very flavorful, very appetizing. So now, just to spice things up, we're adding some black pepper, adding some granulated sugar, and all measurements will be in the description. The sugar is gonna balance out the tartness from the vinegar, and then we're gonna just top it off with a little bit of sea salt, just to put the icing on the cake. And guys, the veggies, you can't cook them too long on the fire. You just want to make them just a little bit soft. And here now guys is the finished product. I mean, you could just have gone ahead and fry the fishes and just eat them just like that, but just look at how elevated this dish is just by adding this pickle sauce with all these veggies, and then the nice balanced sweet and sour flavor from the vinegar and the sugar and all the other spices that have been added, the Scotch bonnet pepper and the allspice. It is just finger licking good. This is something you can have on its own with fried bami or festival or whatever you choose. I thank you so much guys for always coming back to watch this video. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so, and see you next time.